everyone, welcome to The Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis and welcome to FlossTube. So this is FlossTube number 48, I think. If not, I do apologise. So how are you all? I hope you're all keeping well. I mean, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad myself. If you're in the UK, at the coast here at the minute, it is absolutely boiling hot. It is really hot, the weather. Yeah, trying to cope the best we can. I'm even wearing a dress, and I never wear dresses. I'm all about the t-shirts and trousers, leggings, but even I've had to wear a dress in this weather. So today's FlossTube, I'm going to be focusing on a little bit of haul. Now, yeah, I have not got any cross stitch haul for a while now. The last haul I got was when I was at the stitching retreat in April. I did film that video, but unfortunately my phone memory decided it wasn't going to upload, and it didn't want me to upload, so there you go. Now this haul I got from the charity shop in the town where I'm from. Now it is very not likely that I often find any cross stitch at all in the charity shops near me here. We've got a few, but I never find any cross stitch items. However, I was out with my son a few days ago now, and we went in this one charity shop and they had a big basket on the floor and it was full. It had a couple of knitting patterns, but it had a load of cross stitch items in as well. So I was there for a good 10 minutes just having a really good rummage through what they had, and I found a couple of things. So without further ado, so first I got a bag of floss. Now these are DMC flosses. Now they're all green colours. Now these was in a kit that I brought, but when I was looking at the kit that it was in didn't have any green flossing at all, so I'm not entirely sure what it was in there. Maybe somebody just put it in, but there's about, I think there's about 10 strands of floss here, 4 skeins as well, and DMC, that is really good. Now, because that was included in a kit where I got for £1, probably 25 pence I probably paid for that, which is awesome, especially for DMC threads. About 25p for about 10 skeins of DMC threads altogether. Absolutely brilliant. So I got that. The other thing that I got was some Stitching Aida. Now this is 14 count vintage Aida material pack. The size is 20 by 25 inches, so 51 by 64 centimeters. So it's a good piece of Aida this is, and it's hand dyed as well. Now I'll show you how big the actual Aida is as I drop all the stuff on the floor. Now that is the size of Aida. That is a 14 count. Now that, I can get that, I can do a good cross stitch piece on that. I'll use it for something that's like a partial, not a full cross stitch, because obviously I don't know if you can tell the hand dyed there, it's like a coffee colour. That was 50 pence. I paid 50 pence for that big piece of 14 count Aida, and my husband's laughing. I don't know why. That. So yeah, 50 pence for that. How cool is that? 50p for a big large piece of 14 count Aida. That will come in handy because I really like the colour of it as well, and I do have a couple of patterns that I could probably use that on. So really pleased about that. I will put it back in the packaging in a minute. So the next thing I got was this piece of Aida. Now this is a 16 count Aida Zweigard, and it is 21 by 16 inches or 52.5 by 40 centimetres. Now this is just a normal oatmeal Aida 16 count, and as well, again, this is a largest piece of Aida on a 16 count. Absolutely brilliant. Now I have got a little kit that I brought that this Aida would go really well with. That Aida was £1. Yes, I paid £1 for that Aida. Just £1 for that. How cool is that? So the next thing I got was this. Now this is Maria Kelly Designs Counted Cross Stitch, and it is called, let me get this right, Fleur de Lis Terracotta. Create this intricate fleur I can't even say it. Fleur de lis. The end result will be pleasure to behold. So stitch count is 156 width by 194 height. That is what it looks like. Now this is stitched on normal 14 count Aida. It does have the 14 count, it does have the Aida inside. I'll quickly show you. It does have the Aida piece inside. It looks like somebody has already started it, because they've started a centerpiece there, so it'll give me a starting point. This came with the floss as well. The floss wasn't numbered, however I was able to determine what colour was which because it only counted for 4 colours of terracotta, so I was able to actually go by which was which, so that is fantastic. The only thing is, if I do run out of Aida, it on the card obviously it hasn't got the DMC code. I'll actually have to have a look on the paper if it does. So I got that, and that was a steal as well, because that was just £1. I only paid £1 for that too. Another one was, now this is by Symbol Cottage Designs, and it's like a sampler piece. Practice makes perfect. I've never done anything like that before. I never have. But as well, this again was £1, and this came with, now it came with fabric, which I think is an even weave. I've got to figure out what my stitch count were. I'll have to do on that, because I've only ever stitched on Magic Guide before on even weave, so I've got to try and figure out how to stitch on that. So it's got it here, 28 count beige, and it is 21 3/4 by 12. So yeah. Now it has got some DMC colours there, but that's not all of it. This kit didn't come with all the colours, it just came with some of the colours. However, again, for this kit I only paid £1 for that, because you've got the fabric, the chart, some of the threads. It's not going to be that much more to get the rest of the threads, so that is awesome. Really pleased with that one as well. So the next one, now the chart is a little bit damaged, probably from packing. This is Bent Creek, and it is called Love, and I quite like that. I thought I'd have a little look what that includes. Now this one's got 2 pieces of fabric. Now it looks like I'd probably go with a 28 count even weave as well. So I've got that piece there, which is the largest piece, but it also came with another piece of fabric as well. I think they might have put this one in because the other fabric that it came with was, it looks like it's really started fraying. that's the other piece of fabric it came with. I do like this one. I like that fabric a lot, but with how much it's fraying, you can tell how much it's frayed at the top. I'm not sure whether I want to use this piece, and it also looks like a 28 count. I should still have some fray lock available, so I could always use fray lock on it before I decide to stitch on that. Now this one, it came with a bunch of DMC floss as well, so I'm gathering with the colours. I had a look and I'm gathering that is all the DMC floss with it as well. But also with the chart it came with the hearts, the button hearts to add as well. Now this will be a new one for me because I've never added really charms on my cross stitch before. So if I decide to use that fabric, I've got a free piece of fabric there. So like I said, the chart is a little bit damaged. You can still see the chart. I'm not going to show you the chart because we're not allowed to do that, but it is a little bit damaged, but I can definitely still work with it. So that's all of that what came with it, and that was also £1 for that. And for a Bent Creek one, that is awesome. That is really, really awesome. So I was really, really pleased with that. And the last thing I got in my haul, yeah, it's alright. My husband just asked me a question, why not we're allowed to use the charts for the benefit of people at home. The reason why we're not allowed to use the charts, because obviously if you're using the charts, if you're showing charts, people can copyright it. So that's what it is. Yeah, it was just a question that he asked. Not sure, I think that's the reason why. So, and the other thing that I got was another Thimble Cottage design, and this one's called All You My Friends, and it's another like a sampler. Now this one, it didn't come with the fabric, however obviously I've got the chart in. It came with looking how many threads are there, I'm presuming it came with either all the threads or just most of the threads. Now I haven't got the fabric for that one, however I'm thinking I might use, now it doesn't call for stitching on that type of fabric, but if this is big enough, because it might end up bigger, because obviously this is 14 count, I might decide to use that on it. So I could use that on this, or the 16 count. So yeah, I might either use the 14 or 16 count, but before I decide to do that, I've got to try and figure out what size will have to be converted and if the fabric's actually big enough to be able to do that on. How cool is that? It's really good, and it's got a bit of writing there, and the writing says, all you my friends who now expect to see a piece of needlework stitched by me. With patience I have worked each row, and with fine stitches watched it grow. So I think that's cool, that is. So that is really cool. So yeah, £1 for that. So for that semi kit, for that full kit, for this kit as well, which I've just got to get some of the threads, another Thimble Cottage, for that kit, for that big piece of 14 count Aida, for the big piece of 16 count Aida, and for them extra piece of floss, I paid just £5.50 for, yeah, paid £5.50 for all of that out of the charity shop. There was other things in there, but they weren't quite what I would go for. There wasn't, so I think there was odd couple of bits of fabric which was may have been a 28 count as well, but I didn't actually go for those because I had my son with me as well, so I was kind of limited to how long I could actually look in the basket. But I was really pleased with it, and not to mention, like I said, it's not very often I find a good cross stitch items in a charity shop, so I was in my element when I found all this lot. I just had a good rummage through. I struggled to kneel on the floor because of getting up. However, I thought of stuff it on just on the floor, and I was rummaging through and having a look out, picking stuff out, and it was awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a go of these. Definitely worth it. I hope they do end up having a few more things in that charity shop, so I'll have to keep my eyes open. So yes guys, we're up to about 16 minutes. I could show you some stitching, but my memory on my phone doesn't like to go any longer, and I just really wanted to make sure that I could upload this video. However, we might get a hello here. Come on baby, it's Leo. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. He's not coming to say hello now. He's just sitting on the floor meowing at me. Yeah, he's not saying hello now. No, he said I don't want to. Yeah, it's my beautiful boy. It's his birthday tomorrow. He's going to be 4 years old. Oh gosh. Now I've got someone coming to say hello. Hey Randy. Little reindeer, we keep him out all year long. This little reindeer here is as old as nice to meet you. He is as old as my husband. My husband's 44 now, coming 45. And there's a little story behind this. Is it used to belong to my husband's nan, and my husband used to play with it all the time. So in the finish, he adopted Randy and took him home, and now he was in the loft at Christmas time, but we decided to keep him out. He's a little bit of a fighter, that. Oh no, he's getting to do some punches. Okay. Oh, are you going to say goodbye to everyone? So I just want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, then please feel free to press that subscribe button. We would love to have you here. And until next time, yeah, he said to put a like as well. And until next time, I'll see you again soon with some actual stitching. So, you going to say goodbye, Randy? Is there anything you want to say before I switch off? No? You love everybody? Yeah, he loves you all. So anyway, I'll see you again soon guys, and goodbye for now. Bye!